about pros and cons in buying in a 55 plus community. Hi, this is Ritu Desai with Samsung Properties, your DC Metro Realtor. Pandemic has changed a lot of things about our life. I have met families who have moved from other states to stay near their kids, or I have families who want to downsize it but you're not ready to retire, and they all have explored or purchased something in 55 plus communities. So let's start on the positive note. What are the advantages of the 55 plus community? The biggest one I've heard from other families is that like-minded people. One of my clients gave me a very cool analogy. She told me that, hey, remember when your kids were young and you went to playground and you met other families or people with kids and you would connect and be friends? Think about 55 plus community as a new playground for us. We met people with similar interests or just the friendships we have cultivated in the 50 plus community. So that's the biggest advantage over there. The other one is resort-like feeling. Have you driven by some of our beautiful 55 plus community? Maplewood in Bethesda, we have Birchwood in Ashburn, Bremerton area, Regency Park at Ashburn, Leishawood in Silver Spring, and also in Lansdowne. So a lot of beautiful, it almost feels like you're on a vacation, but you're in the heart of the DC metro area. No maintenance. I think this is the biggest attraction, especially for people who are willing to buy a 55 plus community at the moment and not ready to retire. They don't have to deal with the lawn services or exterior maintenance. That's all part of their association dues. The other advantage for being part of the 55 plus community is cheaper than buying regular homes. To be very honest, considering the heat of our market we're in with the escalations and stuff, if my 55 plus or a senior who doesn't want to foot all the bills from their retirement, 55 plus community is relatively cheaper than our regular home sale. So those are the great and good strength about buying a 55 plus community home. Let's flip the coin and talk about the disadvantage. The biggest disadvantage is your condo dues. Given that you have all these amenities, the fitness centers and transportations that will take you to the nearby shopping and groceries and mall, they all come with a price. So your condo dues or your management fees can be relatively high compared to a regular home. The other thing I've heard, some people tell me that, hey Ritu, I don't want to be with all the people who are older, or I want to be around younger people. So if you are one of those people who don't want to be around the mature, then you may want to consider 55 may not be the way you want to go. The other disadvantage is your resale or renting options. You are in a 55 plus community that has that restriction. You can only sell it to another similar criteria of the buyer or renters. The other biggest, I would say the disadvantage of being in a 55 plus community I've heard from my families is the restrictions. That includes the number of pets or type of pets you can have, the visitations, and also parking. I knew about a family that wanted to buy in a community and they had an RV and they could not park in the parking lot of that 55 plus community. So explore, talk to the management company, understand what you are getting yourself. If you are considering buying in a 55 plus community, let's talk. 703-625-4949. And as always, thank you so much for watching my video.